Leviticus, often viewed as a book of laws and rituals, offers a fascinating glimpse into the life and duties of the ancient Israelites, particularly the priestly class. Chapter 21 unveils the strict code of conduct expected of the priests, highlighting their crucial role as mediators between God and the people. This chapter serves as a blueprint for holiness, outlining the rituals and regulations that separated the priests and, by extension, the sanctuary from the ordinary. By delving into these ancient verses, we gain a deeper understanding of the Israelites' relationship with the divine and the profound significance they placed on ritual purity. Every aspect of their lives, from their attire to their interactions, was governed by divine ordinances. These regulations served as tangible reminders of the priest's sacred duty to maintain the sanctity of the temple and, symbolically, the covenant between God and Israel. By adhering to these laws, the priests embodied holiness, becoming living embodiments of God's presence amongst his people. Leviticus 21 begins by outlining the priestly lineage, emphasizing the hereditary nature of this sacred role. The priests were descendants of Aaron, the brother of Moses, chosen by God to serve as intermediaries between the divine and the human. This lineage underscores the significance of tradition and continuity in maintaining the sanctity of the priesthood. The emphasis on lineage also points to the sacred nature of the priesthood. The priests, by virtue of their ancestry, were set apart, consecrated for a life dedicated to the service of God. Leviticus 21 doesn't merely define the priestly lineage, but also outlines specific rules regarding their physical appearance and attire. These regulations, though seemingly superficial to the modern reader, held deep symbolic meaning. The priests were to maintain a distinct appearance, setting them apart from the rest of the Israelites. Their clothing, their grooming habits, even their interactions with the dead were governed by divine ordinances designed to maintain their ritual purity and symbolize their unique role. By adhering to these rules, the priests were making a public declaration of their dedication to the divine, signaling their unique position within the community. The strict regulations imposed on the priests in Leviticus 21 highlight the immense responsibility they carried. They weren't merely religious functionaries performing rituals, they were representatives of God, intermediaries between the divine and the human. Their actions, their appearance, their very being reflected upon the sanctity of the temple and, by extension, the covenant between God and Israel. They were to be above reproach, their lives reflecting the divine standards expected of those who served in such close proximity to God. The priests' role as representatives extended beyond the confines of the temple. Purity and the divine presence, the consequence of imperfection. Leviticus 21 dedicates a significant portion to outlining the consequences for priests who become ritually impure. This emphasis on purity, though often misunderstood, is central to understanding the ancient Israelite worldview and their relationship with the divine. For them, holiness wasn't merely an abstract concept, but a tangible state of being, a prerequisite for approaching the divine presence. Any blemish, any impurity created a separation, a barrier between the human and the divine. Restrictions and ritual purity. Navigating the sacred and the profane. The concept of ritual purity extended beyond physical imperfections. Leviticus 21 outlines various situations and substances that could render a priest temporarily impure, such as contact with the dead, bodily fluids, or certain animals. These restrictions, though seemingly arbitrary to the modern mind, were deeply ingrained in the Israelite worldview, reflecting their understanding of the sacred and the profane. By adhering to these regulations, they maintained the sanctity of the temple, ensuring that their service remained pleasing to God and beneficial to the community. Beyond physical boundaries, the inner sanctuary of holiness. While Leviticus 21 focuses heavily on outward signs of holiness and ritual purity, it also hints at a deeper, more profound understanding of holiness. The priest's adherence to these regulations wasn't merely about maintaining physical purity, it was about cultivating an inner state of being, a spiritual purity that reflected their closeness to God. These regulations, though physical in nature, fostered a heightened awareness of their actions, their thoughts, and their intentions. They were to embody holiness in every aspect of their lives, both within the temple and within the community. This verse suggests that true holiness transcended outward appearances and rituals, penetrating the very core of their being. Echoes in time, monasticism, and the pursuit of purity. The strict regulations governing the lives of priests in Leviticus 21 find a fascinating parallel in the rise of monasticism in various religious traditions. Just as the Levitical priests adhered to strict codes of conduct to maintain their ritual purity, monastic orders developed their own sets of rules and disciplines designed to foster spiritual growth and detachment from worldly desires. These rules often included vows of poverty, chastity, and obedience, mirroring the restrictions placed on the priests in terms of marriage, possessions, and social interactions. The parallels between the Levitical priesthood and monasticism highlight the universality of certain human impulses. Modern priesthoods, reflections of Leviticus in contemporary spirituality. While the specific regulations outlined in Leviticus 21 might seem archaic in today's secularized world, the underlying principles of holiness, purity, and dedication to the divine continue to resonate with contemporary understandings of spirituality and religious leadership. The echoes of these ancient laws can be seen in the roles and expectations placed upon religious leaders in various faiths today. The emphasis on moral and ethical conduct, so central to the Levitical priesthood, also finds resonance in contemporary religious leadership. They are expected to be exemplars of piety, compassion, and righteousness, their lives reflecting the teachings they espouse. The enduring message of Leviticus holiness in a secular age. In our increasingly secularized world, where the lines between the sacred and the profane have become blurred, the message of Leviticus 21 might seem antiquated. However, a closer examination reveals its enduring relevance, offering valuable insights into the human condition and our timeless search for meaning and purpose. The emphasis on holiness, though often misunderstood, speaks to a fundamental human need: the desire to transcend the mundane, to connect with something greater than ourselves. This yearning for transcendence finds expression in various forms, from religious faith to artistic pursuits to acts of selfless service. It reminds us that we are not merely material beings, but spiritual beings, hardwired to seek meaning and purpose beyond the material world. Conclusion: the timeless relevance of ancient wisdom. Leviticus 21, though deeply rooted in its ancient Near Eastern context, offers timeless wisdom that transcends cultural and historical boundaries. It provides a glimpse into the human yearning for holiness, the desire to connect with the divine, and the importance of living a life guided by ethical and spiritual principles. While the specific regulations might seem archaic today, the underlying principles retain their power, offering valuable insights into the human condition and our ongoing quest for meaning and purpose. It's a call to cultivate an inner sanctuary, a space within ourselves where we can connect with the divine and nurture our spiritual growth. In a world grappling with complex ethical dilemmas and searching for spiritual grounding, the ancient wisdom of Leviticus 21 offers a timeless compass, guiding us towards a life of meaning, purpose, and deeper connection with the divine.